And you've just heard the colonel say that these people have been lurking around, that no one should come and tell us about how it's because of the strikes in Sokoto, they're finding their way down to Niger State, that these people have been on the ground. And one would have thought that in that sort of situation, even if, you know, for any reason we had to negotiate whether or not ransom was paid, you know, negotiate with terrorists, be able to get lives that were with them back, one would think that we will keep a constant eye on them to know their movements. What exactly do you think is responsible for this sort of attack, and what has now generated this renewed onslaught? Because it seems that we're now beginning to see more and more frequent attacks on communities, especially in far-flung areas. What do you think could be responsible for it?
Well, I know that the attack by America might have ignited, but I think it's much more than that, because within the Kainji National Park, there have been intel and a lot of information that these guys have infiltrated that place. But the question is, should they be there? And I think what is going on in parts of Kwara, I believe, emanate from that area. So I thought what could have happened, I don't know. But after the release of those girls, and if there were no more captives with these terrorists, or bandits as they're called, is to move into this location after active intelligence gathering to be able to dislodge them, because they are not supposed to be there, and most of them must have infiltrated to our porous borders. And so we have a long stretch of borders in those locations up to Sokoto and other places, more than 1,500 kilometers stretch. So what I think should have been done, immediately those children were released, and I think there should be security operation. All the instructions that have been given dominate the area and all that. But I think the security agencies, especially since we have a good air asset in that location, the police air asset, working with the Air Force, perhaps should have carried out more surveillance of the area. And once they see movement, perhaps they would have intercepted them. Because in these far-flung areas, what the security agency should rely on is about early warning and response. And how do the security agencies instill confidence in the public that they hear of something happening, they hear of movement, and they are alerted, and the security agencies moving.